All right, 7th graders, so whether you guys were a blue, a green, or a purple group, you guys should be seeing a page after your wrap-up that looks very similar to this. So your instructions say to go to your OneNote, open the Populations and Resources section, and add a new page called Community Interactions. Go ahead and right-click, copy, and then paste Control-V this little notes picture into that page. And obviously you guys are watching this video, so it should look something like this: Populations and Resource section, add a new page, Community Interactions, and your notes look like this. I'm just going to go through these really quick with you guys, and we'll talk a little bit more on Symbiosis next week when we do some activities with it. But basically, there are 3 types of community interactions, and the community interactions are how 2 different species that live together in an ecosystem interact with each other. So some of these are obvious and you guys know about. The biggest one of these I would say is predator-prey. This is probably most familiar to you guys as far as the 3 types of community interactions go. So this is obviously when one organism kills and eats another. Okay, little trends I want you guys to know are below. So as our number of predators go up, our prey are going to decrease, right? There's more predators, so there's more prey being eaten, so our prey go down. As our prey go down, our predators are running out of food, so they're going to decrease as well. When our predators decrease, our prey are going to be able to grow and reproduce a little bit easier with less predators eating them, so they'll increase. And then as our prey increase, our predators will start to increase as well. That's a mistake right there. That should be a big old fat arrow going up, so you guys can go ahead and change that. All right, so moving back, competition is the other big one. You guys are fairly familiar with this interaction. Again, we're looking at 2 different species, so not necessarily 2 animals of the same, but different species. So when one species competes with another species for resources, so they might be competing for obvious things like food, grazing land, water, territory, reproduction. Oftentimes where we look at reproduction, you guys are looking at organisms of the same species, so like elk fighting for reproduction rights, things like that. Finally, our 3rd type of community interaction is going to be symbiosis. And again, we're going to focus on this a lot more next week. So for right now, we're just going to kind of leave it as the relationship of 2 different species living together. Okay, it's going to be very similar to predator-prey, but the difference is predator-prey kill to eat. Okay, their intention is to kill, that animal's dead, they're going to eat it. Okay, versus symbiosis, they're living together, meaning that they're not killing each other intentionally necessarily. We'll talk about those examples next week. But they're a relationship of 2 different species living together and how they either help or harm each other. So we're going to see a lot of instances where they help each other out as well. Okay, so that concludes your guys' little blurb of notes for today. Hopefully you guys saw this and were able to add that in. And we will talk soon next week about symbiosis. Have a great day.